Tonight on News 13.
The number of fire rescue volunteers in Greater Hazelton is dwindling. How you can help, I'll have that story.
Schuylkill County releases its 2014 budget. I'll have a breakdown of what your tax dollars are going towards coming up.
One of the area's largest employers gets bigger by opening a new hotel that has everything under the sun. We'll take you there.
This is News 13 now.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to News 13 Now. I'm Kathy Bazinski. If a fire erupts in your home, you dial 911, you get out, and count the minutes until firefighters show up to help. But the number of volunteer firefighters who respond in most of our local communities is dwindling here as well as across the nation. Christina Papa takes a look at how local departments are working to fill their ranks.
It's an emergency situation. You smell smoke, your house catches fire, so you dial 911 and expect crews to be at your door. But what if there weren't enough people to man the call? It's an issue volunteer fire departments are facing around the nation.
The volunteer ranks are shrinking as time goes on, and we're not getting the people we had years ago to replace them.
Pennsylvania has the fourth highest amount of registered volunteer and mostly volunteer fire departments in the country. While PA provides millions of dollars each year to volunteer services, many people go unpaid. Hazel Township Volunteer Building was quiet this morning. Many of the unpaid fire rescue volunteers have other jobs. They lend their free time to fighting fires.
Some people are more active than others, like I said, with work requirements or what happens. And, you know, you're going to get a lot of people for maybe bigger calls. They know, oh, I better get up for this. I better, you know, they're going to need help for this.
But Deputy Fire Chief Matthew Marsicano says there are also the everyday calls where fewer volunteers show up to. But it takes more than just suiting up to become a real firefighter. A big deterrent for some people, the hours of training, hard work, and sometimes risking your life, all for no pay. Not to mention fundraisers, work detail. It can be overwhelming.
You know, they're not getting paid for it. They're away from their families. They're, you know, that's after work on weekends. So it's a lot to ask somebody to do.
So to try and combat the low volunteer support, many departments have called on one another for help.
That does happen quite frequently. We have a large working agreement with the greater area to help each other out.
It's not just about running into a burning building. This fire department needs volunteers everywhere.
You know, we need people to drive, to help us at the station, to do anything. There's a great need just for anybody that can help out, that wants to help their community or just try and give back.
If you are interested in helping Hazel Township Fire Department, you can stop by their headquarters on Church Street or check out their website.
We do need people because people move to this area and they assume fire service is always a paid service or don't know how to get involved, and it'd just be a great thing to come down and check it out. You know, we're here to answer questions.
Christina Papa, News 13, Hazel Township.
In the meantime, volunteer fire companies struggle to raise money to buy and keep up the equipment, which is vital to help them protect their communities. As Mike Madry tells us, firefighters in Beaver Meadows are planning a big fundraiser, and they need your support.
We were very surprised.
Patrice Veet says donors have really stepped up to help the Beaver Meadows Volunteer Fire Company raise the funds they need. They've reached out to local businesses and community members and received over 65 Tricky Tray donations for this weekend's raffle.
We were very surprised, and like I said, there's so far 65 plus, and we will be getting more. We do have a lot of donations from friends of ours, people that just want to help out the fire company.
The big event starts this Saturday at 11 a.m. Folks can browse, have some refreshments, and make their bids on a sea of Tricky Trays. Drawings for the prizes will kick off at 7 p.m. The department, which is made up of roughly 30 volunteer firefighters, is hoping to raise enough money to keep their station functioning at the level required to protect the community.
We don't get paid for anything we do, and we wouldn't want to, but we can use this money for things that we may need around here to clean up and fix up.
Well, if you can't make it to Saturday's event and you still want your chance to win one of these great Tricky Trays, you can stop by here tomorrow from 5 to 8 p.m. and put your ticket in for a chance to win one of these great Tricky Trays. Tickets for the trays range from $5 to $20. There will also be plenty of great foods and refreshments. A bake sale featuring delicious dessert and several 50-50 raffles will be on hand as well. It's all for a great cause and to keep folks in the Carbon County community safe. Mike Mandry, News 13, Beaver Meadows.
They've held steady for the past 10 years, but next year taxes in Schuylkill County will be going up. Commissioners approved that budget on Wednesday, and as Matthew Petrillo tells us, the increase comes as state and federal funding slows.
The Board of Commissioners approved a new budget for next year, and it calls for some increases in taxes.
It was a long process that we had to go through into looking at things, and especially over the last 2 years that we've been in office, looking at cuts and where we can cut and save money, and which we've done. I think we've done a good job.
Commissioner Gary Hess says the increase in taxes would eventually be needed in the future, and it's the last thing he says they would want to do.
We tried not to. I mean, that's the last thing. We definitely tried to work that we don't want a tax increase. We know how hard it is out there for the people and everything, and trying to do the best. Again, we're limited to what revenues we have on the county basis, and every day we charge our people to do the best that they can to hopefully find new streams that we can bring in.
The increase will offset the deficit by $4.4 million, as well as rising costs. Some of those costs include health care. It cost the county about $2 million 10 years ago. It's projected to increase to $11 million next year. The biggest increase goes to 911 communications, which is expected to skyrocket from $2.5 million from 2004 to $9 million next year. And a new item on the budget is contingency. It wasn't around 10 years ago, but next year will cost taxpayers more than $1.5 million. The total budget is about $5 million more than it was last year. That's about $5 per month per household. The commissioners say the increase in funding is largely because of a decrease from the state and federal governments.
We could put it off for another year, but then we don't know way health care and everything else streams up what it would be.
Matthew Petrillo, News 13, Pottsville.
Still ahead on News 13 now, one more chilly night, then temperatures start to climb. We'll tell you how high and when just ahead on News 13 weather. But first,
Mohegan Sun Casino and Resort in Wilkes-Barre had its grand opening for its new hotel today. I'll tell you all about the grand amenities at this new location. I'll have that story.
You're watching News 13 now, local and loving it. You're watching News 13 now on SSPTV. Brought to you by Samson Productions and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
gamblers will have a new place to lay their heads after a fun night at the casino at Pocono Downs. Christina Papa was there earlier today for the grand opening of the Mohegan Sun's new hotel and conference center.
And with that, the Mohegan Sun at Pocono Downs Hotel and Convention Center opened its doors this afternoon in Wilkes-Barre.
The words like spectacular, outstanding, unbelievable I've been hearing today, and it truly is great work from the architectural design to the execution of the construction by the team.
Mohegan Sun and Mohegan tribal leaders welcomed the area's movers and shakers to the grand opening. The project, coined Project Sunlight, broke ground last July. Since then, it's added 250 new jobs to the area.
Well, expanding the facility here at Pocono Downs obviously is going to bring more job opportunities to the region, and it's going to bring the both direct and indirect economic development to the area.
The hotel is connected to the casino and convention center with the central lobby. Construction crews were finishing up work today, just in time for the hotel's first guests to arrive tomorrow. So what can guests expect? News 13 took a peek inside the rooms today. 7 floors, 238 guest rooms, pictures and photos from artists right in the region. Each room comes equipped with an iPad mini and smart TVs. New technology in each of the rooms helps blend comfort and efficiency, just like this digital doorbell. Instead of having that bulky do not disturb sign on your door now, all you have to do is press a button for privacy or for service. Once you push those buttons, either a red or green light will show up in the front of your door, signifying to housekeeping what you need. And best of all, on these doors, there's also a doorbell. So how much will a room cost?
Like any hotel, the rates will be based upon demand, but I believe it will be very affordable.
Mohegan Sun executives also shared their plans for a grand opening celebratory weekend in late January.
Jay Leno, Josh Turner, Kevin Bacon, and the Bacon brothers. And so, it's really helping us just launch into a whole new level.
Rooms are going fast, so if you're looking to book a weekend away or just an overnight stay, go to Mohegan Sun's website or SSPTV.com for more info. Christina Papa, News 13, Wilkes-Barre.
Time now for News 13 weather.
And in tonight's weather shot, we are local and loving it in Beaver, Meadows, Carbon County, with a look at the facade of Saints Peter and Paul Greek Catholic Church set off by that beautiful blue sky. And checking the National Weather Service radar, a whole lot of nothing going on, and that's why we have those blue skies, letting the sun shine through and making things a little bit milder today. Here's News 13 weather from the National Weather Service. First for Greater Hazleton for tonight, it'll be mostly clear, but it's still going to be cold with a low around 30 degrees. And for Friday, mostly sunny with a high near 48, cloudy at night with a low around 33. On Saturday, mostly sunny and it gets a little milder, the high up to 53 degrees. Slight chance of showers during the overnight with a low around 41. For Sunday, cloudy with scattered showers, but mild, a high of 55. And scattered showers at night with a low around 51. Then for Monday, cloudy and showers likely, but a high near 55 degrees. Now heading to Schuylkill County tonight, mostly clear and cold with a low around 26. And for Friday, mostly sunny and warmer with a high near 51. A slight chance of showers at night with a low around 34. For Saturday, mostly sunny and milder with a high near 54. Slight chance of showers during the overnight, low getting down to 39. On Sunday, mostly cloudy with a chance of showers, but warmer, a high near 56. Will be a 70% chance of showers at night with a low down to only 50. And then Monday, showers likely with a high near 59 degrees. Well, be careful what you tweet. A new survey shows an increasing amount of colleges look at what prospective students do and say online before accepting them. As Matthew Petrillo tells us, it could be your digital life, not your GPA, that keeps you from getting into the school you want.
Students these days spend a lot of time interacting online.
I have Facebook, Twitter, and Vine, and Snapchat.
Twitter, Facebook, Vine, and Instagram.
They spend hours a day on social media because they like to see what their friends are up to.
I mean, you could go on to Twitter and see, oh, so-and-so's at Starbucks, or they just got accepted to college. I know when I got accepted to my one college, I posted that.
Her college may have seen that tweet and plenty of others, says Pottsville High's college counselor Ellen King.
They're finding that they're posting things that are very inappropriate, and this can maybe talk about their character. And schools want to see not only academic performance, they want to see good students who are going to present good character and have a good presence at campus.
Penn State Schuylkill accepts less than half of its 700 applicants, says enrollment director Tammy Durham. And while she says Penn State does not look at students' online activity,
employers are looking at those things, and we tell them that. And so we encourage them to keep those things clean.
So when cruising around on Facebook, she says, remember, people you don't know may be looking at your profile, scrutinizing what you say. And in the world of college admissions, that number is growing. Out of about 400 college admission officers who answered a Kaplan survey earlier this year, about 30% say they do look at students' Facebook accounts and other social media. That's a 5% increase from last year. A fact high school seniors may want to be wary of. Just don't tweet me on that. Matthew Petrillo, News 13, Pottsville.
Well, it's time for students at another local high school to break a leg. The drama club at Tamaqua Area High School hosted their first play of the year, and as Samantha Galvez tells us, it's getting quite the buzz.
Lights, camera, action.
I'm excited. Yeah, just like, I don't know, it's like the best feeling in the world.
Inspired and written by 3 of their very own students, Be My Baby is an original production which was mostly improvised. It is a comedy that brings human qualities into the life of bees.
It's also very exciting because the kids really took a hold of the project, and almost everything is student designed and student created, so I'm just excited because they're excited.
Writer Jacob Gursky calls this play the bee's knees and says that after coming up with the idea, the play just wrote itself.
There's a drama here. All that it's missing is the human element, because the bees have the dynamics, they have everything, but bees aren't silly like people. They have it all down to a science. So we threw the human element in there, and the drama wrote itself.
I spoke with the students who wrote the play, and they said one of their biggest hopes for the show is that more people get involved with the drama club. If you were unable to catch this unbelievable performance, the drama club will be performing one more time at the high school tonight at 7 p.m.
I'm thrilled. It's great. To see it come to fruition is awesome, and I'm just waiting to hear the audience laugh, because when you're on stage, once you hear the audience laugh, everything else just melts away.
Samantha Galvez, News 13, Tamaqua.
And let's check the winning daily midday lottery numbers. Good luck if you play. The daily, 967. The big four, 1130. Quinto, 56993. And the treasure hunt, 1, 2, 15, 20, 25. Hope you won.
Good evening, everyone, and here's tonight's Talk of the Town report. St. Patrick's Church in Whitehaven will be holding a craft show featuring over 50 crafters and vendors. The show is Saturday, November 16th and Sunday, November 17th. Admission is free. Call for more info, 570-406-9954. And finally, the Mayflower Chapter 107 Order of the Eastern Star will be holding a fundraiser craft fair Saturday, November 16th. This event will be at the Sugarloaf Fire Company from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. They will be featuring stained glass, Christmas items, jewelry, and much more. That's tonight's Talk of the Town. News 13 would like to send sincere condolences to the family and friends of these recently departed. Kayla Noel Kelly of Hazleton. Viewing will be held Friday from 5 to 8 p.m. and Saturday from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Firo Funeral Home. Creta Mary Fallon of Hazleton. Funeral is Saturday at 9:30 a.m. from the Joseph A. Moran Funeral Home. Friends may call Friday from 6 to 8 p.m. And Dwight Thomas Katansky of Lakeland, Florida. Memorial service is Saturday at 11 a.m. from the Harmon Funeral Home. Friends may call from 10 to 11 a.m. Tonight's obituaries have been brought to you by the Smilax Floral Shop located on 15th Street in Hazleton. For delivery to all local funeral homes, call 570-454-0111. And also brought to you tonight by Leonard's Fine Dining, 615 East Broad Street in Hazleton. In your time of need, let Leonard's help you plan a funeral brunch or luncheon. 570-501-9600.
This is News 13 Sports.
What's happening on this chilly Thursday afternoon? I'm Mike Madry in place of Fred Barletta. If there's a secret to achieving success in sports, the Crestwood girls field hockey coach Elvetta Gemski has had that secret ingredient. Since the 1970s, she's turned the Comet field hockey program into a powerhouse. She has former players of hers lighting it up in the college ranks as well. It's almost a cliche at this point in the season to say the Comets are still alive. Their next opponent, after winning in a double overtime thriller against Alloy Valley 2-1, happens to be a familiar one. They'll face the Wyoming Seminary Blue Knights on Saturday, a team they've shut out twice this season.
Oh, it's extreme excitement. I mean, I'm very, very excited for the girls. You know, they're the ones out on the field, and they have just been wonderful this year. We've enjoyed every single second with them. They're a wonderful group and a lot of fun, no matter what happens. You know, we're just really thrilled to be, you know, their coaches and to be around them now for what's amounted to 3 months. So we're very, very excited and very happy for them.
Captain Morgan Kyle is just another example of what this Crestwood organization can produce. She scored the double overtime goal to send the Comets to Whitehall. The soon-to-be D1 athlete already knows what it's like to play in a district championship.
Absolutely excited about it, but we're also confident because we were there last year and we're used to the feeling of nervousness and excitement and being prepared and everything.
If not for Marissa Surdy and her game-tying goal with minutes left in the second half, the Comets may not even be playing for that district title. Surdy credits the team chemistry as one of the reasons her team has achieved success thus far.
I think it's because we work so well as a team. I mean, we've been playing with each other for a lot of years, so we're kind of comfortable with how we play with each other.
Another girl, Captain Mari Kronauer, was just a big contributor to the team, not just all season, but when it mattered the most. Kronauer assisted Kyle's game-winning goal on a tic-tac-toe-like play. For the two captains being able to coexist together, that has proved to be a nightmare for opposing teams.
We have won every game this year and have practiced so much and have tried so hard. And we just really work as a team. We're not yelling at each other. We just play calm. And I think we deserve it because of all the hard work we put into it.
So again, Crestwood will not only look to win back-to-back state titles, but they'll look to win their second state championship since 2004 when they take on Wyoming Seminary at Whitehall at noon. The Comets have won 24 games in a row. The standout 6'5", 270 two-way lineman Tyler Knivis of Monoy area has been named one of the two Pennsylvania state finalists for the Wendy's Heisman program. The standout football, basketball, and track star was named along with Caitlin Gallagher of Forest Hills. The Wendy's High School Heisman program focuses around elite athletes that are also well-rounded men exceeding in leadership in the classroom as well. What an honor, and congratulations to Tyler Kanivis. The program will select 12 national finalists out of the state winners, with that announcement being broadcasted on ESPN in December. Time to head out to professional sports, and here's what we have going on tonight. The Knicks, who are fresh off a win last night against the Hawks, are right back in action. It's a primetime game on TNT, so the action starts at 8 p.m. Well, that's all we got for sports today. Fred Barletta is back in action tomorrow.
Do you know where your home is wasting electricity? With colder weather, ePower home energy surveys or audits are a great tool to help you make your home more energy efficient. And the best part is that if you have a survey or audit, you may qualify for rebates on weatherization measures. When you sign up for a home energy audit, an analyst certified by the Building Performance Institute will examine your home. The analyst will perform tests to see how much air is leaking in and out of your home. This can help you decide if you need to take weatherization measures. In addition, the audit includes an assessment of the air quality in your home. And the analyst will install free energy-saving items like CFL light bulbs or faucet aerators. Customers with electric heat and central air conditioning get $250 off an audit, and customers with electric heat or central air get $125 off. If you'd like some tips for your home, but you're not ready for the more comprehensive audit, consider signing up for a survey. A surveyor will walk through your home and also install free energy-saving measures. The survey is valued at $100, but PPL electric utility customers pay only $50. Remember, after having an audit or survey, you could qualify for rebates on weatherization measures like insulation. To sign up, please visit pplelectric.com and search keyword audit, or call 1-877-486-9204.
And plenty more news and information headed your way on News 13 now. One local county bracing for its first tax increase in a really long time. That story and much more news when the 13 crew comes right back.
For all of your eye care needs,